Good evening, America. I am Eric Little. It is the 24th day of August 2020. It's National Waffle Day. By the time you see this, it'll be too late for waffles, but I guess you can have a waffle cone. There are 71 days until the presidential election, and there are 44 days into the vice presidential debate. I'm near my home in Southern California this evening, and this is the plain truth. So, another day, another grift. Welcome to the Trump administration where the con never ends. He never met an opportunity he couldn't take advantage of. So let's talk about the Republican National Convention that starts tonight. Well, first, it was supposed to be held in Charlotte. But he wanted this big in-person crowd, 20,000 people packed into an arena. Well, North Carolina said, no, not during the coronavirus. It's a super spreader event and we are not equipped for that. So then the baby says, I'll take my ball and go home. So he moved it to Jacksonville, where the idiot Florida Governor DeSantis says, sure, come on down in the middle of a pandemic. We don't mind packing 20,000 people into an arena for 4 nights. What could go wrong? So they tried to do that. So then the sheriff in the Jacksonville County said, there's no way in hell we can do that. So they went crawling back to Charlotte. The problem with Charlotte is they had moved on. They had taken all the barriers down. They said, we're going to do different things since you're not going to come. So now they ended up having some small events in Charlotte, but the bulk of the convention is going to be in Washington, D.C. And guess where in Washington, D.C. it's going to be? The Mellon Auditorium. Now, I know a lot of you people don't know the significance of the Mellon Auditorium, but nothing with this guy's an accident. The Mellon Auditorium, first of all, is probably illegal because it's government-owned property and there are rules against having political events on federal property, but we'll talk about that later. The significance of the Mellon Auditorium is, guess what? Gee, it's the closest venue to the Trump International Hotel. Gee, come stay with us and spend your money to me instead of taxpayers. And it's conveniently located. And by the way, I looked it up. The week of the convention, he raised the rates 60%. Gee, wonder what could go wrong there. You know, this guy never met an opportunity he can't take advantage of. You know, Trump fans, I'm not going to try to convince you of anything. I just want you to just think for a minute. I want you to be honest with yourself. Go in the bathroom somewhere by yourself when nobody's around and look at yourself in the mirror and think about all the things this man has done. And tell me, you wouldn't be losing your mind if Obama did even one of these things. If Obama had a convention and it was moved conveniently close to his hotel, you'd be losing your mind and you know it. All the line and the taking out sorting machines at the post office, you would be losing your mind. So why do you give this guy a pass? Listen, I understand that the United States, like most countries, are just a walking bundle of hypocrisy, right? We have people who are against abortion, but for the capital punishment. That makes no sense to me. If your argument about abortion is that every life is precious, then every life is precious. Not the guy who committed a murder. Now his life isn't precious anymore. You know, we have laws that you can go hunting. You could go out in the woods, certain seasons, take a long rifle and blow Bambi's brains out. But you do the same thing to a dog in your neighborhood, you're going to jail. I understand, we have animal rights laws. Apparently they only apply to the cute and cuddly ones. I just want you non-Trump fans also to watch this tonight, all week. Trump is going to speak every single day during the convention. Again, another norm broken by Donald Trump. Normally, the candidate or the incumbent speaks just the last night of the convention, but he doesn't care about norms. So this is what I want you to watch for tonight. It's called projection. For those of you who didn't take Psych 101, projection is when you call somebody else everything that applies to you. So when he says Biden is mentally diminished, that means he's mentally diminished. Biden doesn't know what he's doing. That means he doesn't know what he's doing. I want you to take a piece of paper and a pencil out and write down everything he says over the next 4 days and look at whether or not it would apply to him. I guarantee you 99% of it would apply to him. Look, we have voting in this country. It's a free society. You can vote for anybody you want. But just go back over the last 4 years and look at what he's told you. Has any of it come to fruition? The reason we have a vote is so when somebody is doing a horrible job, we're not stuck with them like some kind of a king or you know, an emperor or something. So in 71 days, give it some real thought, because we need somebody who is there for us. And that is the plain truth, as I see it. And I am Eric Little. Good night.